Hello, Capricorn. Capricorn, this is your reading for what will Valentine's Day weekend bring for 2020. Now, for many of you that don't know me, my name is Barda from Intuitive Tarot Readings by Barda. I am on Facebook as well as on, as I do these videos. These actually, just to let you guys know too, these videos are recorded on Facebook for now, live, and then you will actually hear me start talking to people. I'm not just talking to myself. I'm actually interacting with people as I see them. And for those who are going to be joining today that are Capricorns, or they're cross-watching for a Capricorn or a group of Capricorns, please know that whenever you are talking to me, the camera's kind of behind me, so it takes me a minute to turn around and kind of, when I get the gut feeling to turn around, that's when I'll do it. So if I don't answer you back, you know, it's not done on purpose. All right, again, this is being put up on YouTube. My Facebook friends, like I said before, this is live when I first do it, and then I put it up on YouTube. This actually, so it doesn't blow everybody's feet up, I want to eventually get it to where it's completely over on YouTube, completely. But you have to have a certain amount of subscribers to do that. So if you are on my friends list, go find me on YouTube, Intuitive Tarot Readers by Barda, or excuse me, Intuitive Tarot Reading by Barda. And go ahead and just subscribe to it. And then I think it's about, I think you have to have about 1,000 people. It'll get there. And then we can just go over there and we can chat and we can have it all live there. All right, let's get going for Capricorn. What is going to be going around your Valentine's Day weekend? You know, as you see all these cards around here, you'll notice that you'll be like, maybe at the end, you'll be like, why did she not draw from that? Why does she have so many cards around her? Well, this is how I work. I get the messages from my guides, and there may be, I mean, sometimes it's not unheard for me to have 27 decks sitting around me. I mean, any of my friends will be like, I do. And whenever I'm reading a certain person or a certain sign or a certain situation, I will be told by my guides, and I will have like, it's almost like an impulse. Like I feel like I need to draw from this deck, or I need to pull this information from this deck. So they may be sitting around here. I may not get to them all, but I like to have them out here. And I did add a couple of them for you Capricorns. The Motivation Manifesto and the Moon cards. So I think you actually have a time frame that's coming up. And for whatever reason, whenever I started meditating on the reading for Capricorn, I keep getting there's some kind of transition of some kind. And how do I know this? Because I felt drawn to the moon cards, the moonology cards, and I really just felt these are going to be playing a big part in this reading. And this could branch out into not just one reading for one group of Capricorn, but it could be for multiple Capricorns. All right, let's get started. And normally I do start out with tarot cards, or I start out with my tea leaf cards. But before I even find out what area this is, I feel drawn to the moonology cards. Capricorn, please tell me what is going on around Valentine's weekend for Capricorn, or what are they getting ready to step into for 2020 as far as how is it going to affect them? Show me. Yep. All right. I got several cards that came down, and it says you are very close to achieving your goal. Expect powerful change. So definitely before I even get any farther with these two cards, and I do feel that before this is all done, I'm actually going to get a literal moon, whether it's going to be a full moon, quarter moon, new moon, I'm not sure. I think there's actually a time frame on this. So we'll see as we get to going here. So definitely you are working on a goal, and you wanting this powerful change, and you expect it. With Capricorn, you know, you guys are pretty easygoing, but whenever you put your mind to something, that is how it's going to go. I mean, you are going to achieve that. And I feel this is going. As to what area in your life, that's what we need to be checking. I love these cards right here. Again, I said they were the tea leaf cards. The tea leaf cards. So you'll see me with the green ones, and I'm not sure with Capricorn, I can't feel yet whether or not I'm going to be pulling the month cards out of the tea leaves. But this is your astral house. Let's find out exactly what area, at least for this group of Capricorns, that the focus is going to be on, or what is this reading about? Capricorn. Very close to achieving your goals. Expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. That sticks out. New moon eclipse. That sticks out. What area of life for Capricorn? Show me. Two. I feel to pull. This has to do with love, and it has to do with success. All right, that's what I'm getting from this one. Now let's see if this is going to branch out, end up branching out into not just one group of Capricorns, but multiples. Sometimes, like the Scorpio, I was doing a reading and I just started out reading, and I thought it was going to be for just one group of Scorpios, but it ended up being for 3 groups of Scorpios. And actually a 4th, if you consider some of them are like, that is exactly what's going on, all 3 things. Okay, so just whenever you're doing, when you're listening to these readings, just take what you can use and just leave the rest. And if it does not take and resonate with you right now, then come back. I'm going to be doing the March 2020s for Capricorn. And March 20. Yeah, I'll be doing the month. Sorry, I was looking at the cards. I will be doing the March 2020 for each sign here within the next week and a half, so I can get it out ahead of time. Just come back. I mean, if it does not resonate with you, it doesn't. There's thousands of Capricorns, so this may not just, it may not click with you this time, but the next time maybe it will. And as I'm sitting here shuffling these, because I feel Capricorn's got quite a bit going on, and you know what this is what keeps going in my head as I'm doing this with the cards. I keep hearing mulling stuff over in your head, just slowly, just over and over and over, something repetitive. That's what I'm hearing. So as we get going here, don't be surprised if once I start doing the cards, more cards, it will show that you've definitely got a lot on your mind right now. And I mean a lot. You're mulling it over and over. That's what I feel. Capricorn. Show me Capricorn. Okay, wow. That's the first time. Because usually this is such a big deck that I can't get, you know, I can't just take and shuffle them and let them fall out. But these fell out. And that's quite a lot, actually. Normally I would not take this many because, I mean, this is like, I've got a hand of poker here. I mean, I've got a lot of cards here. But it does feel right. So, I've got the tulip, which is great passion. And most people who know Capricorns, they are very passionate people. I've got the crib, birth or conception of a child or an enterprise. So either or, maybe we have a Capricorn or we have multiple Capricorns that are either literally giving birth to a child, might be pregnant, or they are setting off on a new business endeavor, something, building something for their success. But I have to read it 2 different ways right at this second until I get more into it because of the simple fact there's love involved. So there could be a child involved in this. I got the eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. I got the spear, heartache over what you no longer have. So, I feel where this is going, but I'm going to keep reading. Fair man, dealing or relationship with a man with blonde hair, gray hair, or white hair. Right now, I'm going to tell you this is a couple. This is a couple. This feels like a man and a woman. Whether you're married or not, it feels like a man and a woman. And it has to do with the child. Let's get some more information before I start spilling my mouth. Box, you receive a gift. Lion, time to act. The beetle, good fortune. I'm going to pull some actual tarot cards because you know what? This can go in about 3 different directions right now that I'm seeing. But I am seeing definitely. This is no doubt to me. I'm going to stick this person up here for whatever reason, for whether this branches out to multiple groups of you Capricorn or just sticks to one and there's many things going on with you. It definitely involves a fair-haired man. No doubt in my mind. Whether he has gray hair now, that's what I heard. He used to be fair-haired. Now he's gray. He's got some graying going on. And this is definitely about a couple. So love and success, that's what's been weighing on your mind quite a bit. And children. There's obviously children or some kind of new beginning that you've been thinking about. And there's been a lot of troubles. I mean, there's been a lot of troubles. But you see, You know, and see how this eagle is sitting here? It's just flying. It's going. You're going to come out of this. I mean, but I think you feel that you are not quite as strong as what you think you are for whatever reason. It seems like, and again, this is other signs as well that I've got this. I keep seeing a hamster on a wheel. It's the same thing over and over and over. Don't feel like you're getting anywhere. Let me tell you what, like I told everybody else, pretty much on every sign, because some of them had some good stuff going on, but most of them had a lot of trial and tribulation going on. And I feel you do too. Last year was an up and down roller coaster. And it was just crazy. And for you, but here's the deal. I don't feel it was just last year. I think it's been for the last 3.4 years for this particular group of Capricorn. It's been going on for a while, and you are just tired. But you know you're supposed to be acting on something, but you're not sure exactly what you're supposed to be acting on. But that feels right, but it doesn't feel right. This may turn into two different groups. I'm not sure yet. And I feel, for whatever reason, you have a date in your head, or at least around maybe it's a moon. I like pulling the moon cards, the moonology cards, and I did. And I feel like I'm going to be using those a lot in this reading, because it's around some kind of time frame. Good fortune is coming to you when you have the beetle. I mean, it's time to act, but I feel before this good fortune comes, you must act. You have to take the actions, and then that good fortune of whatever it is going to be coming to you. Let's find some more information out about this. Justice. That's what fell out here. Got the Justice card. Let me see if I can widen that just a little bit so you can get a little bit closer. All right. There is the Justice card. So whatever this is, you're looking for some kind of balance. Sorry, I'm actually on Facebook at the same time. You're looking for some balance of some kind. And see, this is the justice system. This could even involve the law. But again, many of the signs, it's not just law, but actually with you, what I'm hearing is it's both. It's not just one, it's both. For whatever reason, it will, and it doesn't mean it's necessarily, it could be a police officer, it could be a judge, but somehow along the lines it has to do with some kind of judicial system, actually. And you're seeking balance. I feel that this is you seeking balance. Where is this going? Let's find out. This is getting interesting. But every sign is seeking balance, but yours has a little extra. Yours isn't just seeking the balance. There actually has something to do with the justice. And the justice card as well. And a lot of people who watch me know that I do not point out every zodiac sign for every card. And a lot of readers are, a lot of readers that are watching this, and a lot of people that are like, hey, that was such and such sign for that card. Okay, everybody is unique. I'm unique in how I read, and this is how I read. For this read right here, I do feel like pulling a sign out. Libra. So whatever Libra means to you. Balance. I keep hearing balance over and over. Balance. Yes, and what did I just say? Balance. You see the Two of Pentacles? I drew the Two of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. I think this is something that's been going on in your head and probably physically around you for quite a long time. And I already told you it was 3 point. And here's another thing. Once I give you numbers or I give you dates, it is up to you to remember, because once I receive the information from my guides, I usually do not remember because it's not mine to keep. But anyway, I told you the amount of years. It's been balancing back and forth. I mean, you feel like a juggler. It's just the same thing over and over. Just trying to keep balance. Just trying to keep your balance right here. That's what I'm getting. And how do I know this is not just here in the future? This is actually, it's still affecting you now. It's definitely affecting you now. It's not just in the future. It's also in the past. How do I know? Because these are the Three of Rods, or the Three of Wands. And do you see how the wands are standing behind you? You're finally getting past a couple of them, but you're still got your hand on this one wand. This one rod. You're just sitting there. Still weighing on you. And when I usually, and I don't see it, sometimes when there's a lot of stuff from the past, or stuff the past is coming back up, or it has been dragging on for a long time, I'll see these wands. When I'm looking at them, it feels like it's looming over top of them. seem to be backing off. They're not totally in the past, but they're beginning to. And you know what? And I hear the word struggles when I'm looking at these. These are struggles that has been going on and going on. And whoever's involved is a fair-haired man. When he was younger, I feel like he had the blonde, I just heard blonde hair spectrum. I do feel that this person is got graying hair right now, though. And this doesn't necessarily mean that this is this man's reading. This may just be a person who's involved with this or has something to do with all these cards that fell that has to do with the tulip, great passion, birth, or conception of a child. It could be of a father of your child. Or perhaps you and this person are getting ready to go out on a business endeavor, a new one. But I heard child. That's what I keep hearing. And I think there was, okay, that's how I'm going to have to read it. I feel that this is a reading for a Capricorn. The first part is a reading for a Capricorn who is in a relationship with a fair-haired man who now has kind of graying hair. I mean, there's gray hair showing. And this reading is about love and success. And I feel, and don't get mad at me. But I hear that there was, and I hear it was great passion. Not that you guys maybe aren't passionate now, but it's not quite the way it was because of whatever has been going on. And it looks to me like maybe you guys actually ended up having a family, and nothing wrong with that. But whenever you're getting through your daily life and stuff, and you're taking care of the child, stuff gets kind of weighing on you. So the first read I'm going to have to do, this is definitely about a relationship. Definitely. Looking for balance. This is not just so much both of them, because it's not really telling me on the guy's side. So this is definitely for a Capricorn. I'm assuming it's for a Capricorn woman. It feels right. Or from the viewpoint. Yeah, you can read it either way, but I feel almost like this is coming from a mother's view. It kind of feels right. But anyway, and you guys see which if it turns into an actual edition reading for another group. Okay, I do go off on different tangents here, and then you'll be like, whoa, where'd she go? Okay, now I understand where she's at. That's how I read. All right, and these were kind of clumping together right here. Ignore the eagle for a second. Heartache over what you no longer have. Time to act. You will receive a gift. Okay, those kind of perplex me, and they're still kind of perplexing me a little bit. But since this first field that's coming out of this reading has to do with the relationship, and it's revolving around love and success. Heartache over what you no longer have. This, somewhere along the lines, there was some, do you see the spear? And it is inside that heart. At one point, I feel this other person actually hurt you. Whether they said something, or they didn't fulfill a promise, or they didn't do what they say. Yeah, I keep hearing, didn't do what they say they were going to do. It actually speared your heart, and it made you change. And again, this has been going on for a lot of the signs. They're losing how they used to be. But here's the deal, and I tell everybody that knows me, you can no longer be the person you used to be. You can only build on a better you. I feel for Capricorn this year, and I hear movement, whether it's physical movement or if it's actually just getting up and getting your mind and body moving. There is actually motion forward. I just saw that. I see the Voyage card, and I haven't even got to my side cards yet. You're moving out of this. This has been going on for so long. I think Capricorn is completely tired of this situation. They're tired of being stuck. And whether they're feeling they're stuck in a relationship, I'm not seeing that clearly, or if they're just stuck in their own head. That's what I'm getting. But whatever it is, it's time to act. And it says you'll receive a gift. Okay, this could be a literal gift, or having yourself back. Just taking, and like I said, you can never have yourself back, but just getting back to where, you feel alive again. It's coming. It is coming. This is actually a pretty good read, actually. This is somebody who I feel has, not all Capricorns, But I don't necessarily think it's sadness, but I think the weight of life itself, and I think it's geared towards mother. I hear mother, and this is the partner. That feels right. I think it's just weighed on you over the years. I really do. That's what it feels right. It feels right. Triumph over troubles and obstacles. When I see the eagle right here, and we haven't got to the beetle yet. The beetle's off to the side. Why is the beetle off? Oh, because it's with balance. That's why. Okay. So anyway, we've got the eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. You're going to overcome this, and I think this year you're going to come out of that shell. I keep seeing a turtle who keeps poking its head back in its dang blasted shell. I think that's how you've been. You're about to come out. You're about to wake back up, just like whenever winter comes and everything dies and goes to sleep, and then in spring it just kind of blossoms back out slowly. That's how I feel you're going to be. You're going to slowly wake up, and you're already in the process of it now. You're not satisfied with the way things have been. You're not satisfied with yourself. No, you're not satisfied with yourself either. I do believe that you are taking and working and stepping, and if this is already going on, that's awesome. I'm glad you're working on it. If this has not happened yet, it doesn't mean it's going to happen exactly on Valentine's weekend. This is how it's going to affect your 2020. But this is the stuff that's been mulling. This is old issues that are in your head, stuff that doesn't make you happy, doesn't make you feel fulfilled. And I'm not saying that this person is not making you feel unfulfilled. That's not what I'm saying. I think this is mostly internal work on yourself. And I do believe you're working on yourself. I think you're finally tired of juggling. Yep, just going around the same roller coaster over and over again. Now you're ready for something a little bit new. And it doesn't mean that it's necessarily, hey, let's go out and get a new man. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this means you're ready to find yourself. That's it. That's the words. Find yourself. You are ready to find yourself. And with the Three of Wands, you still have the stuff from the past that are sitting, but they're not really just like over, when I see them when they're real bad, it's just kind of crooked. It's sitting over top. I don't feel that. And I can also read this as well as a simple fact with the child here. I definitely see a child. This could be you're the woman. There's a fair-haired man who used to, I see him on the blonde spectrum, who now has some graying in his hair. There's a child involved. Maybe this child had health issues. That's what I'm getting. That is what I'm getting. And this has been looming for a long time. So yeah, this is going to go into two different groups of Capricorns. Okay? I can already feel it. There's two different spectrums here. The first spectrum that I got was basically we've got a Capricorn who's working on themselves. And just because it says fair-haired man, that does not necessarily mean that is who you're in a relationship with. But this is just kind of, it's a relationship with a man. But for whatever reason, for the first group, what I'm hearing is basically you're wanting to expand. You've been kind of in sleep, and I kept saying wintertime you go to sleep, like everything, not you, but everything around you in the world, as far as when it comes to plants, trees, stuff like that, even some of the animals. I think you have been hibernating in your own head. That's what I get. You're kind of in a way hibernating because the life in general, everything has just been. And the stabs in the heart, it really, really hurt. And you just finally kind of just shut off. I've had enough. That's what I get. But anyway, for that first group, just know that, and with the Moonology cards that I felt like pulling, you're very close to achieving your goal. Expect power for change. It's coming. And you guys are actually looking for an end date. I keep feeling, and before I move on to the second group, I do feel that for the first group that this is about themselves, rebuilding themselves. And they want to be more successful in love and just success itself, just to move forward, just to find themselves again. It's coming. And you guys are actually looking for a time period. So let's... I'm not sure if you're going to find the answer on that one on that way, though. I see summer. I definitely see summer. Summer into fall. Yeah, it's going to blend. I'm not even going to do these cards. I don't need to. For the Capricorns that are feeling this way, and this is what's been going on for like 3.4 years, you have to rewind it. Like I said, as soon as I get information and it's numbers and stuff, it's no longer mine to keep, so I don't remember it. That way I'm not retaining so much information in my head every reading I do. Long story short, for the first group of Capricorns, basically looking to find themselves, and just the weight of everything, family, all of it, it's just come down on top of them. Do know that your the peace, your balance, your justice is coming towards the end of summer into the first part of fall. I do think that you're going to be feeling a lot more complete. I do. All right, so I'm going to move. Oh, let's see. You know what? Let's do a closing thought just for this group, and then I'm going to move over to the one who I'm picking up that there might be some health issues with the child that's been kind of weighing on you for quite a few years. And then we'll dive into that one. So let's see. For the first group who are coming back, you know, they're kind of waking up out of hibernation. Easy does it. There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. So even though you want it done today, you want to get it going because, you know, you finally realized, hey, you know what, I need to, I'm waking up. I want to get going. Let's get this taken care of. Let's go. Whatever we're doing. And I hear go. Just make sure that you take it kind of easy, because there may be other issues going on that even though your brain's working that fast, your body's not working that fast. That is what I hear. First group of Capricorn. And I'm going to put this one back on here because I'm going to finish up the read for the second group. And when I say group, and you're just like, what is she talking about? There are thousands and thousands of each zodiac sign on this earth. And sometimes I will pick on a certain group. Like it could be 10. It could be 1. It could be 10. It could be 100. It could be 200 Capricorns that needed to hear this message. And the next message, there may be 1, 100, however many that are going through something like this, and they need to hear that message. When I say groups, that's what I mean. So sometimes, like Scorpio ended up being the longest one. There was 3 different groups. And then sometimes, like there's going to be 2 groups here for the Capricorn readings. I just gave 1. Now I'm going to do another. And there may be people on the outside, like with the Scorpio one, they're like, every single thing you just said on every groups is exactly happening. That's what's going on with me. Okay, so it's kind of like, you know, just take what you can from it. And if it does resonate with you, just realize whenever I'm reading, I don't know what I'm going to be getting when I first start reading. I don't know if this is going to group out into several different groups. But when I do get it, you may have to rewind and see if I end up splitting it out to different groups. I'm thinking about maybe a way to do that. If I say, I'm thinking about going on my listings and saying 3 groups, 1 group. So you guys know that there is more than just one, or there's either one or there's multiple readings for the same sign. I'll figure it out here pretty soon. Okay, let's go ahead and skip on to the second one that I was picking up on. Okay, Capricorn. What's going on around or in your head, or is going to be happening soon around Valentine's Day weekend 2020? How's it? And it's going to, whatever happens, is going to affect you through 2020. All right, so this is what I got from it. These are all the cards that I drew initially, and I don't feel like I need to be picking any of them up. Second part of the reading, what I'm getting is you are in a relationship, most likely a husband, partner, father of a child, right here. That'd be the father of the child. I'm assuming that you will probably be the woman, Capricorn, and this could be a guy too. It doesn't matter. And nowadays it could be guy to guy. I don't know. You guys will just have to look at this and kind of pick it out and say, okay, well, if that applies to me, then there you go. But what I'm getting from this right here, there's definitely a fair-haired man involved in this. And this is somebody that you have to deal with, or you have a relationship with. And this person has blonde, gray, or white hair. My thought with this one too, this one has, I think, blended. It really feels blended. They definitely were on the lighter spectrum, but they definitely have some graying in their hair now. What's been going on for the 3, and I can't hear the point. Like I said, once I get the information, it's gone. I'm feeling there was ill health of a child. And it has been really weighing on you for a little over 3 years. You'll have to go rewind and look at the exact time I told you. I think this has been going on so long. And it's been tough. where there was great passion at once between you and this person, or just within yourself. Whatever happened with this child, this one's going to be a rough one, I can feel it. Whatever happened with, and I don't say to, because I was just thinking maybe this child was just sick, and no, I don't feel that. Whatever happened to this child put a spear in your heart. This is for Capricorn. Male or female. And if this is on more of a negative spectrum to where something did happen, this man may not be one that you're with. This may be part of the problem. But I'm not going to dig too far on that. But anyway, so basically, I feel that this is something that has happened to a child. At first, I thought it was just illness. And it could be an illness on some, as far as some Capricorns and their children. This is the one I'm picking up right here is one that stabs you in the heart. And do you know when I first looked at this crib, and I'm not trying to make anybody cry, I'm not. When I first looked at this crib, I did not see that baby. So this message is for those who have lost a child. That is Capricorn. Who kind of lost themselves in the process and have not quite come out of what's been going on for so long. I mean, it happened a while ago. You're still just now starting to wake up a little bit. You've been hibernating. That's what I get. And I'm sorry. But what I get from this is I do think that this Capricorn, and like I said, this could have happened 10 years ago, 20 years ago. It doesn't matter what age you are. It could have happened yesterday. It does not matter. A child is a child to you. To you, that child is always going to be. And you could be a grandmother. You could be a grandmother, grandfather. It doesn't matter. Whoever this Capricorn is. This is how hard it hits you. Repeat yourself. Whenever the child left, it took, whenever the child left, it took a big piece with you that you have never been able to, you've just been walking numb through life, hibernating. I don't think that you're going to wake up overnight. I really, truly don't. And see, with these cards here, your base of this reading was over love and success. Through love, I do believe you're going to be successful. I think you're going to be successful, not overcoming what happened, but you will be successful in learning. Not learning, that's not the word. In feeling again. I feel that Capricorn has shut themselves off because of this loss. Have the heart of a lion. I get that 100%. See, I see the words time to act, but that's not what I'm feeling. I'm feeling you have the heart of a lion. And I feel that that's how you are with your family. I mean, no matter what, I will protect you till the end, period. So I'm not sure exactly what that situation is about, and I'm not going to dig too much because it's not appropriate. But you as a Capricorn, it says you will receive a gift. I'm not sure what that's about yet. And the way I'm going to read this is usually I'd be like, okay, you're going to receive a gift, and then you're going to get good fortune. No, these are blended. You will receive a gift of good fortune. So I think you're on the up and up. I really, truly do. And this is where I kept hearing justice system. This is where it applies. Somewhere with this child, whatever happened, I feel that the justice system was involved, or there was some kind of balance that was sought. As to whether or not there was wrongdoing, I'm not sure. I'm not going to dig on that. But I do feel this, to me, or this steps out as being Libra. I'm sorry you guys had such a hard year. Goodness. And it's not just year, it's years. It has made you feel to the point that, you're holding on to. Do you see how they're holding? And this is how I'm going to have to read it for Capricorn on this one. Do you see the staff right there? Holding on to it, but you're looking out over the land. You're still kind of like, it's like just, you're not paying attention. You're trying to walk away from these two past things, or two people. I'm not sure if it's two people or two past things, but you're trying to walk away from it, but you're not even looking at it. You're looking out over everything that's happening. You're taking everything in. I feel so much pain off this one, it's not even funny. I thought some of them that I'd done before was rough. This one for this Capricorn that's going through a loss of a child, and I don't care how old that child is. The child could be 30, and the child is still going to be a baby to you. And I feel that you have been, and for this one, I feel like you have been balancing back and forth, back and forth. And do you see, with the Two of Pentacles, do you see in the background how there's a ship and it's going on this really rough water? And I'm not going to pull out zodiac signs for every single tarot card. I'm just not going to do it. I will pull out what stands out to me. And to me, I notice this person juggling, just trying their best. While this is it gonna crash? So the person has just been juggling to keep it together because of a loss of a child, or it feels like a loss of a child. That's what it feels. Triumph over troubles and obstacles. You will overcome this. And for you guys, you know what? I want to do this. That one's a rough one for you guys. And like I said, if you're Capricorn watching, you're like, what in the heck? That doesn't sound like me. Not every reading. This is a general reading. This is only meant to hit the mark on for certain Capricorns that needed to hear a message this time. So maybe the next time when I do the March 2020, maybe I'll be able to pull something out that you can use. All right. Can you give me a message for this one Capricorn that has been feeling like they're hibernating? Yes. Don't tell me there's going to be a third. Capricorns, yours is getting kind of difficult. All right, this one's not making sense to me at this point. I got the twin flames, your passion ignites. Okay, this is not, this reading I'm giving right now, I'm going to have to find out if it's jumping back to the other reading or where this is coming from. Embrace through each other, you find the missing pieces. This has to do with the couple. I'm going to set this over here for just a second because I felt like pulling from this deck. There we go. Okay. All right, here we go. I wonder what I've been doing readings for the last 2 days, so my brain is getting a little bit tired. So my guides will sit here and say, hey, you know, you forgot something. These two cards right here are for the first set, okay, that we're dealing with the fair-haired man, all right, that they're trying to come back to their own. This one is for the one I'm reading right now. Healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. So this person really needs to quit hibernating. And I know it's easier said than done, but really focus on healing. Healing. There is help out there. Healing and hiding how you feel. And it's just rough. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Healing. I think you're in the, and you know what? That's what I hear. You're in the first process, not the first process, but you're starting to heal yourself, and that is great. And whenever somebody passes away, especially a child, even I don't care how old that child is, it does not matter how old that child is. To you, it's still that baby. They could be 30, they could be 40. They're still your baby. You're beginning to heal, and that's good. I feel like you're going to be coming out of hibernation slowly, and it's going to be a slow process for you. But I do believe you can do this. I mean, I really do. I think Capricorn is a very strong one. I mean, they feel it too. Any other messages for this particular, before I go back to this one, this will be right before the closing thoughts. Right here, this is the Capricorns who are healing over this loss of, like a loss of a child through the stab in the heart. And it could have even been a fairhead, that the person who has gone. You could be an older parent, and or it could be a brother, sister. It doesn't matter. It could even be, I could even read it as a simple fact that it was a fair-haired man that passed away. That was either a child, or in your head, that's how you remember them. All right, let's go ahead and, anything else for this set of Capricorn, please? Show me. Switch. Where do we want to go? You know what? I need my... Oh, we can do this one. The set of Capricorn, please show me. That's too many. All right. This is just for this specific group of Capricorn who have had a loss, for whatever reason, in their brain. This child, which could actually be, was a grown man whenever he passed away, or a grown person. I feel it might have been a man. But in your mind, this child is a child. Okay. This is the messages for you. Quiet time. Take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. Blossoming. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself and the process, and do not give up. Don't back down. Stand up for what you believe in is right. This is telling me, this is, I said hibernating. This person has been hibernating because they have not been able to grasp what's happened. Sometimes, you get some time alone and you can sit there and think things out. And maybe this right here is making it to where you're not being able to sleep. That makes the stress, and that makes it 10 times worse. Or maybe you're sleeping too much. But you need to, you need to have some quiet time to yourself. That's when we think. That's when we work things out in our head. But you have to be rested too. So do not forget to be able to get yourself rested. Blossoming. And if you get this quiet time and you get this downtime, and you can chill and think through your head and actually start healing, you're going to start blossoming as a person. That's where you're coming out of hibernation after this loss. It says you're just getting started. So you're just now on this path. And if you're not on this path right now, it won't be too long after Valentine's weekend, if not Valentine's weekend. This is going through. Sometimes we put thoughts in our heads and we're like, yeah, you know what? This is what I need to do, but you don't get around to it. This is coming. For most of you, it's coming if you're not already working on it. And whatever it is, don't back down. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on the simple fact that, you've got this. Because I also feel for this person too, because of the situation that happened, they became kind of introverted. They don't want to be around people. And I think this person's wanting to try to kind of come back to life. Wake up from hibernation. This is the messages for this second group of Capricorn. I'm going to swing back over here real quick. So I hope that, and I'm not just trying to blow you guys off. I'm going to go back over here and answer for the first set. Because I know these are meant for them. But the second set who has had this loss of this child, or it could be even a grown person, but in your head it's a child. You're coming out of hibernation. You just have to have a lot more faith in yourself, and you need to actually probably physically rest. And if you're resting too much, actually get up and get motivated. Don't back down on yourself. It's coming. I mean, you're getting ready to work on healing. Right here, healing. Okay, this is going to give you that completeness to where for yourself, so you can actually wake up just a little bit instead of feeling like you're walking around in the fog in your head because of not dealing with this pain. All right. Well, I hope that helped a group of Capricorn. And like I said, it's not going to apply to every Capricorn. Let's switch over here to this one before I give a closing thought for the first group of Capricorns. And if you're just kind of tapping in now, you can always rewind. First group of Capricorn, if you want to recap it, just go ahead and listen to the first part. Anyway, I've got twin flames, your passion ignites, embrace through each other, you find missing pieces. This tells me right here for a couple, this is definitely a couple, and that's what I was getting from the first set of Capricorns. It's going to be work. It's going to be work, but you can do it just through each other. That's where you find your missing pieces. Sometimes people, the stress of stuff gets so crazy that, you kind of lose the end result. You kind of lose it. This right here tells me through each other, leaning on each other is basically what I'm getting. Somebody who is very similar. I mean, they could be very similar to you. And it doesn't necessarily have to be twin flame, but this is saying twin flame. Your passion ignites. This is somebody you click with. This is somebody that, I don't care if they irritate you, you click. Lean on that person, lean back, and they'll lean back on you. So it looks pretty good, Capricorn. Really, it does. Let's go ahead and do a closing thought and we'll do those two. Now, I'm going to pull these up so I have a complete deck for this for some reason. I feel like I need to. Not all the time will I continue reading without, sometimes it's not a complete deck. If it feels right, I'll go for it. For the first set of Capricorns, any cards for them? Any closing thoughts? Ooh, too many. Let's try again. Nope. Capricorn. Maybe I have the wrong deck. Oh, I do. Took me a second. Yep, there we go. Oh, that's quite a few. You got quite a few closing thoughts. These cards right here are Island Time Wellness. No, I'm not selling these. I ended up buying them, and whoever came up with them is ingenious. They help explain more stuff that's going on with the tarot cards and the situation. I love them. And these are the ones that I will pull when it has to do with love. And this certainly does. Love and success. Success in love. You got the camera. Remember the past. Make memories. Okay. Get back to that. Mirroring each other. Self-image. Relationship reflects our wounds. Introspective. Transcending. This is ascending. Transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. So you can even be stepping into a new union, but the way I'm reading this is this not somebody that is new to you. This is somebody that, you guys kind of click. You click, and I think the bottom line of the answer for this one is, the closing thought is, you guys, as long as you're working together, you can get past it. You can get past whatever this issue is. And you can also, you guys made memories, or going to be making memories. You can make more just with the camera. Learn from the past. Don't repeat the past. Maybe this is past patterns in your head. Don't repeat it. Mirror each other. Self-image. Reflect on your wounds. So whatever's happened in the past, go ahead and think those over and just let them go. And I think and when I'm looking at this one, learning and expansion, this is actually going to be a learning experience that helps you expand. I think you're coming into your own. You're coming back out. You're no longer feeling half asleep. All right, Capricorn. Capricorn, I hope that helped you. And then, again, I told everybody that I am going to be doing the monthlies. I am going to take a day or so and take a break. Because like I said, I've been at this for hours and hours. But I will be doing, if you go look on Intuitive Tarot Readings by Barda, you will see that I put up a post that says for March 2020 for the monthly reading, that if, I had a lot of people contact me, hey, can you do my reading first and this? And that's cool. But what I want you guys to do, I'm going to do it by a poll. And you go in there, you find that post, click down, go find your sign, whether it's Scorpio, whether it's Sagittarius, Capricorn, and you go click where it says Capricorn or it says Scorpio. And then I'll count them up here right before I start the readings, and then that's the first one I'll start with, the one that has the most likes. All right, YouTube watchers, this is being aired live on Facebook. I thought it'd be a little bit more interesting that way until I get, I think it's 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Then I'll switch completely over there, and then everybody can come over there and we can join in. But if you're wanting to join in on the ones right now, come over to Intuitive Tarot Readings by Barda and go ahead and click join, and then you can interact as the readings are being done. All right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful evening, and I will talk to you guys whenever I start getting your monthlies up. Have a good afternoon. Bye.